front of us.
Oh, heads up, heads up.
I think so.
I don't know if the guys are.
Looks like there's not enough people in front of us.
Yeah, I'm 5. 5. You're 6, 5?
Yeah, we're 4.
Oop.
Would you
Are
be
you
ahead of
4?
Head on out.
No, yeah, all right.
I'll go behind you.
All right.
I think
Just
they're
join
in
a line.
Here we go. We're gonna jump. Excuse me.
Feels like I'm joining a cult. Gonna make me drink the Kool-Aid.
Probably join in, eh?
Wow, we all made it. What happened? Come, you guys aren't playing the pipes.
It'd be like Ross playing Celebration.
That's a deep cut Friends reference.
All right, everybody.
keep coming back. And I knew 12 years ago we were sitting around, we should do this thing. And someone said, let's call it the Big Spiel. And someone said, that's a dumb name. Okay, we've got our name. Thank you all. Thank you.
And Dynasty Jacket is on stick for the main events that you can help customize. Part of my takeout just won the TCC Invitational, so they are going for jacket number 2.
No pressure. Thanks, Amanda.
I mean, I didn't win anything, so.
Well, no. She didn't say, pardon my takeout, V2.0.
Oh, yeah, the memo got in.
Oh, we don't have to do it?
They've never done it.
I was going to say, I never remember doing that ever.
Maybe I'm just confusing myself. I'll take a shot of coffee.
By the way, if you didn't get any limoncello during the games, find me next year.
I made the limoncello, so Mark.
Hey, enjoy.
So here's to you, here's to us. Robert.
What is this TCCA Invitational?
They take the 2 teams from each 5 clubs and they have a play down and whoever wins.
When was that, though?
Welcome, everybody, to the 2025 Big Spiel, the 10th anniversary Big Spiel. I'm joined here by Scott Belvich, a.k.a. Skinny, according to Dennis, and I'm Chris Lisney. You just spent 10 minutes listening to speeches, and we're about to get going.
10 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't even been curling that long.
Really?
Nope, that's not true.
I didn't think so.
I mean, you had 4
I do have our teams written down here that we're going to call the final of the main event. We have from the Capital Curling Club in Bismarck, North Dakota. Dutch Stones is the name of the squad, comprised of Skip Tucker Smith, third Ryan Davis, second Kurt Bradbury, and lead Clint Schomeling. The other side of the rink is Pardon My Takeout 2.0, which is made up of Skip Tyler Drews, at third is brother Nick, and at second Max Smith. Lead is Mike Richards, and you were talking about how long you've curled. Max Smith and Mike Richards are in their 7th year of curling and have excelled at the game, quite frankly.
That reminds me a lot of the Kanakis rink. Mm-hmm. Mark Wilmert came up with a bottle. Disgustingly, just had a swill out of it.
Yeah, limoncello.
It was good stuff.
Oh,
Man, I could drink a whole bottle of that.
No, that spells heartburn.
I think that's good for that's good for taking stickers off. I've heard.
It's like, yeah, goo gone.
Goo be gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Woven Rose is back. There's got to be a name between a story behind the name of Woven Rose.
Yeah.
What sheet will be the second event we'll be on?
That's a good question, Woven.
I'm guessing sheet 4.
Sheet 4 or sheet 6?
Yeah.
I have no idea, but
we'll get that information. Adam is typing up a sheet for us.
We're only worried about the main event.
I'm not worried about it all.
Are you really?
Sheet 4 is the second, according to the St. Paul Curling Club.
Okay.
I'm worried about I care about it all.
Sure.
I have to say that this broadcast is being brought to you by Woodford Reserve.
Yes. Our fine sponsor. Today's
Distiller Select Woodford Reserve. Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And it looks like the master distillery, Elijah McCall, hand-delivered this to us.
He did. He came up from Kentucky and brought us a whole case.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very nice. The Whiskey Fairies have shown up again, Kanakis, so you know. We're off. Hey, Red rocks are going to be Skip's rocks, or I'm sorry, Hammer rocks. And the ice is already gliding very nicely. The lead for the Dutch Stones out of the Capital Curling Club, Clint Schomeling has got one biting the top 12. Is that correct? Is it just, oh, it looks like it's just out, actually. Just out is right. And Tyler Drews from Winnipeg is going to come right under that guard, but I think it's curling a bit too much, and we're going to crash on this yellow rock. We're not going to make it around. Tyler Drews, skip of Pardon My Takeout 2.0, Winnipeg, grew up in Winnipeg, lives in Winnipeg. His brother Nick lives here now, who's playing third. Tyler let me know he's a member of Fort Rouge and St. Vital in Winnipeg.
I actually think that I was traveling this last weekend, and I saw, I like the Winnipeg Jets logo. I think is super cool, and I think I might get a jersey. I'm not a hockey fan. Around here it's wild, whatever, but I think I might get what do they call it, a sweater?
Yeah.
Sweatshirt?
Yeah, sweater.
A hockey sweatshirt?
Sweater.
Yeah, I'm going to get one of those for the Winnipeg Jets.
Jets.
Yeah. Yeah.
My buddies up there would be really pleased to hear that.
Yeah.
It's quite certain they're not watching or listening to this game.
Yeah. All right, what do we have here? Mark Blanton of the Blanton whiskey group.
He's sponsoring next year?
Says he's going to sponsor next year. Yeah, Blanton's. Congratulations to 10 years and go Kurt Bradbury.
Kurt?
Gina asked if we're going to hire a new commentating crew. And Mark Kanaka said Woodford stock surged after you boys plowed through the bottles at Nashua. Yeah. How about the Middletons? I remember at the end I was drinking Middletons, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mark.
All right, we are into second stones here. And Red has got the house split and has hammers, if I'm not mistaken. That's correct. This is Kurt Bradbury, head ice maker at the Capital Curling Club in Bismarck. I've gotten to know Kurt pretty well in the last couple of years. Super nice guy, damn good ice maker.
Yeah, and he has a stunning look.
Yes, I like his
I love his look.
Yeah.
Do they have Bonspiels in North Dakota? I wouldn't mind going to one.
Yeah, they do that summer spiel in Grand Forks, but it's like usually the same weekend as the Fire and Ice in Chaska.
Oh, yeah. I could never get into that one. I don't have any connections.
You could, you should go to Grand Forks. You want to go to North
I
Dakota?
noticed that when we were trying to get into the Detroit International, I noticed that they, you weren't there, but they were looking for volunteers to help on the ice crew. And I thought that since if we didn't get in, if we signed you up to just be volunteer for an early ice crew, that would have been.
Quentin wouldn't have had me. He would have kicked me off the ice crew. And apparently, he was my connection to get us into the Bonspiel, and that didn't work so well either.
I think I saw that he volunteered. He was on the list. Is he the ice guy, or what is he?
Quentin's the head ice maker in Detroit, yes.
Oh. And that's a newer club, right?
No. That is the oldest club in the country.
That's what I thought. But Matt told me, how about the building, though? It's the physical building.
Yeah, no, not the building.
Yeah, so the club itself is the oldest.
Correct.
But the facility is not the oldest.
No, not even close.
What's the oldest facility?
The oldest facility in the country could be this place.
That's what Matt says.
Yeah, I think it could very well be 1912. I know Milwaukee is older. Actually, Mapleton is older than St. Paul. But I don't know if the Mapleton Curling Club or the Heather Curling Club in Mapleton, I don't know if that's been on that same, might have been on the same piece of land, but it's not
be a new building.
It's not it's not the original building. Yeah. All right, what do we got going? Red's still sitting 2, and they are now throwing thirds rocks, right? Is this Max? No, this is Max's second. The second, Max Smith, for Pardon My Takeout, is looking to come under this yellow guard and sit 3 and put some early heavy pressure
Line's good.
on our buddies from Bismarck here
Finish.
in the Capital
Finish.
Curling
I got
Club.
knee.
And here it comes. This looks pretty good if they can
Hard.
get it full 8.
Full eight,
Nice
full eight,
sweep.
full eight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Drop.
Very nice draw by Max Smith. Max Smith, the young son of who?
Max Smith?
Yeah, who's his mom?
Margie?
Margie Smith.
Is that
correct?
true?
Yeah,
I just guessed.
that's true. Margie Smith, one of the most decorated female curlers in the country.
And just a nice person.
And more importantly,
Do you think she's sweet?
just a nice person?
Like, do you think she's sweet like baked goods sweet? Or she's sweet like, damn, she's sweet?
Both.
Nice. That's a good answer. Good answer.
I liked your description. That was an excellent description. All right, here we go. The third out of Capital Club. Ryan Davis is looking to try to sit shot here, but it's going to glide through the back 8 and touch the red rock in the back 12, which isn't a bad spot for him to be considering the pressure they were under. But
Yeah, it removes a little,
yeah,
shrinks her down a little bit.
shrinks her down a little bit. You're right. But the Drews rink is sitting 1 and looking to. I didn't see the call here. Was he looking to throw a guard? Was he looking to come right on top of his red rock? What's playing here? This is Nick.
I think he might be thinking about throwing through. Like it's good enough.
How much?
Okay.
Yep.
He's like,
Hard line.
it's going to be one of those days, eh?
Yep.
Apparently, it's going to be one of those games. I think this game's probably going to be over early. I think this game's could go 3, maybe 4 ends.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We'll be done.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Which is what I said during the Kanakis game, and they ended up.
You know, I actually, Scott, I want to let you know that Mark told me that the way you say his last name, he finds it offensive.
Is it incorrect?
No, he's just offended because you Kanakis,
Well,
and he doesn't like that.
New Hampshire.
Oh, I gotcha. No, he didn't say that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, well, it's over to 3. We better speed up the drinking.
Yeah.
So
All
that
right.
was a nice draw.
It was a nice draw.
Yep.
He's got gave him a little backing. Unfortunately,
Yep.
Just a touch heavy, but hard to get under the red shot stone and not be behind the tee line there.
We learned earlier what CCPWA means.
They're calling back line here, which this could be a little too heavy to
Yep.
curl enough and get a piece of those red rocks. But they're trying to carve it in there, and it's going to get a piece of that back red one.
I would inspect that broom head.
Well, what does CCPWA mean?
Curling Club PWA Zoetermeer.
Netherlands. Wow, yeah.
How did you know that?
I know a lot.
Yeah.
Right,
And they choose those because they think it looks like the old Russian CCP.
It kind of does.
Yeah, I think they chose it because Netherlands kind of leans that way.
Sure.
Really?
Oh, wait.
No.
I didn't think so.
Play this.
Hey, Gabe Hart's here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you know?
Marble.
Don't you have a home? All right, here comes Nick. Nick Drews with his second rock of the first end, looking
Yep.
to remove the
Whoa.
yellow
He's very nimble.
Yes. Yes.
yellow stone
Whoa,
of
whoa,
the Dutch stone curlers.
Wow.
Oh, he made a beauty double there. Wow.
Yeah, if you like pina coladas, you'll like that takeout.
These back rocks back here are gonna.
Well,
Scott's recovering from the plague.
yeah, you folks, you're going to get a lot of that out of Chris today. And if you can guess what he's doing when he makes those types of comments, then
You just ruined the whole bit.
what do you mean? I didn't
You just
ruin
told
anything.
everybody that there's a bit. That's how I talk.
I know. It is.
Take one of these
The
out,
pressure is back on here, and we're down into Skip's Rocks. And Tucker Smith, who's a very, very experienced curler, Tucker, he's been was in the junior program, curling out of the Dakotas for quite a few years as a competitive junior curler, and I know he's played in a number of cash spiels and things like that as an adult. He's an accomplished and skilled curler. I don't think he's going to be looking at anything that worries him too much here. Throwing an intern draw to try to cut this red, pardon my takeout team, down to 1. If not, sit shot. This looks pretty good. They're on it. They're kind of on it. They're off it. They buy it. Oh, that papered it.
Might go too far, though. Too far.
Oh, he is shot rock. That is a beautiful
Kick
shot
off
by
your
Tucker.
Sunday shoes. That's how you deliver under pressure.
Yeah, I like that. Try to straight run.
It doesn't matter if we kill that red,
Peterson.
then it's actually
Yeah.
Peterson's all about it.
But we're trying to do the double run.
I'm in awe.
Probably go
That's
over
all
to
I can
here.
say.
it's hard to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you throwing Spiel then?
I'll see if I can't come up with something along the way
just,
here, folks.
Oh,
I'm going to apologize to everybody out there in YouTube world
Yeah.
right now, but
up feeling this
we're going to have some fun. We got
Yes, sir. 7,500 people.
7,400
Yeah.
people watching. 740.
I have all my servers at work all log in just because it helps my ego.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hard. Whoa.
All right, we got a straight run back here.
Roll away.
Over curled. Oh, and boy, oh boy, after all that and sitting 4 and sitting 2 and the whole 4-foot
Yeah, we just need more, right?
controlled a little bit. This Bismarck team, thanks to Tucker's first shot, are now going to look at scoring 2.
Anywhere on this side of that rock. Yep.
Amazingly, we've got we have them mic'd in the appropriate color, red and yellow.
Oh, wow.
Right, they're throwing yellow. Yeah.
That's good. Mike Richards, the lead for Pardon My Takeout, is sauntering down the ice with a long face after the first end didn't quite work out as well as they hoped. But if they keep shooting as well as they did in that first end, I'd say this is going to be a tight one. This game might go extra ends today.
Don't love it, but that's fine.
Yep. I like it.
So what did I throw there?
Let's listen in.
Probably just
They're in yellow.
play a draw to it. If
You're listening
Gilbert
to
girls,
red.
just tap our other one in.
Yeah.
They're looking to throw somewhere between a 3-9 and a 4 second split.
I like it.
This one
Clean
looks
it.
a bit heavier, if you ask
Got
me.
a curl. Got a
Tucker,
curl.
Tucker's slide looked a little bit strong. But they're staying off it, and it's curling
hard.
really, really
Hard.
nice. And, yeah, that's
Hard.
perfect weight.
Hard. Hard.
He's going
Hard.
to click his other red one or yellow one. That's 2.
That's good.
Yeah, beauty.
It does look like it has a little bit of a little pocket there,
I
though.
don't think so.
Little
Engaged,
catcher.
never leave him.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Pardon My Takeout has
Okay.
hammer. I've already screwed that up. I thought,
Yeah, and then you were mocking me for my my colorful language.
yeah.
Think about that.
I get so easily confused as I get older.
It is, this game is hard to follow. There's a lot of long spaces between action.
I know. And then all these people are around me. They're trying to get my attention.
We have don't we normally do ends in this?
Yes, let's get some ends
I
going.
think you have the cards.
Blind
Do
pull.
we have the cards for ends?
Where?
I thought we gave them to you.
I have no cards.
Mike. Whoa.
Well, that's the
No,
first
you're
thing.
good.
Hit him at the bar.
Whoa.
Keith's on it.
Oh, he's
Curl,
got. I
Mike,
don't have
curl.
any money.
No. Curl.
Keith Peterson,
Okay.
your fine announcer for
Whoa.
the semifinal game, is going to get ends started for everybody.
One red.
One red. So he went right down to the pocket there, and
One red. Yeah, he made the shot. Excellent.
coming at him again.
I don't know if people on the broadcast understand how this game goes.
Yeah, he threw like
Ends?
hack on him.
Ends. So maybe we should explain it. I thought I was in. Do I get a card?
He was very concerned it wasn't going to. You're fine. You're gone.
Are you going to explain it or you want me to?
I don't know how to play it.
Let's do it.
I also don't know how many rocks fit in the 4-foot.
I know both of those things, so I will explain ends if you want to play along at home, but you need a group of people.
On its own.
Everybody throws in a buck or 2 or 5 or
Might
10.
be in.
You have
I think it's top
10
4.
cards, playing cards. Ace 2, 3, 4 of red, one of the red suits, and ace 2, 3, 4 of the black suit.
We're playing diamonds and spades.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So, and then you have a king, and you have a 5. Any suit, it doesn't really matter what that 5 is. So that if you have, are we playing red is red and black is yellow for the stone color, or are we playing red is take and black is steel?
We should play it the way you think we should play it, but it seems easier if it matches the color.
It doesn't really. Only one color matches.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, we'll play the color.
Red and not red.
Red and not red. So, if you have the red ace 2, 3, 4, everybody draws a card, puts in their buck. I have the red 3. So if red stones score 3, I win the pot.
And so they would have to steal 3.
No, we're going to go by color.
No, it's still
No,
try.
but
We
because
don't
they're
want
red
to yeah.
and they're where they are right now, they'd have to steal 3.
Oh yes, yellow has.
And I have 2 diamonds, so I have to steal 2. Steal of 2, and I've got my sugar daddy is paying for it.
Tight.
But we don't have to
Halfway.
worry about that because
Pretty
we're just
close.
playing colors. So you
Halfway.
don't really have to worry about
Halfway tight.
stealing or.
I got you.
Yeah. So you're
I
just
kind of like
trying
it the other
Only
way.
max
trying to
is
confuse.
I do think I like it the other way, but that's all right.
10% on.
Always
tight.
throwing a wrench in things. Keith has the 2 of spades, so he's looking for yellow to score 2 here.
Tighter.
And he doesn't care if they steal 2
Yeah.
or they get 2 with the hammer.
But they're going to
He
get
just
2 with
wants
the hammer. They have the hammer.
That was that was when
It could
people
change in the
practice
middle
like,
of the end.
Someone made a
Yeah,
couch
you're right.
practice
It could. Yeah. Like we might forget what's going on.
That's right. That is usually what happens. So, hopefully that's the king. So I haven't finished yet. The king represents a blank end. So if the end is blanked and you have the king, you win the pot. If you have the 5 of any suit, whatever diamond or spade, you are looking for either 5 to be scored by either team. And if 5 is scored by either team, you win the pot. And I think I'm
And
done.
then the game's over usually.
If it's, yeah, sometimes. Well, in recreational curling, you never really know.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
four.
This is Max Smith,
close.
second
Little-
for Tyler Drews. They're looking to get top 4 here. They got a perfect center guard up on the
think we're there.
center line.
Whoa,
And,
whoa, whoa.
Sweepers like it, and Tyler's calling them off because it is a little heavy. And this is going to go into the
Alright,
back of
fine.
the house. Should stick around though. Back 12. Ice might be picking up a little bit. We'll get a time or 2 here as we move along. See if we can.
The previous game, people were saying it's very dirty out there.
Yeah, that's the ceiling.
I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, it is. I know it.
What
Yeah.
could we do about that?
Replace the Lumizorb ceiling. Go do the same that Frogtown did. Frogtown's Lumizorb ceiling is fabulous.
Is it?
Yeah.
We don't have the kind of money that Frogtown has.
Apparently not.
They took off a lot of that.
Apparently not.
Garage.
Here we go. Kurt Bradbury. I have a special.
Low side Larry.
Oh, they peeled that out there, huh? That was. It's time for a peel. Kurt Bradbury was the very first
All right. Tight
award
guard.
winner of the Dex Award that is given away at the Men's International Bonspiel here in St. Paul.
Was that last year?
We've been doing it for 2, 3, 4 years since
Maybe
Dex passing.
What's the Dex Award?
Sportsmanship,
Just
camaraderie, and good times, baby.
I think we're just 3.
Whoa.
That describes that person.
Yeah.
Not in.
Tyler doesn't want this rock in.
Okay.
What do you suppose? How do they judge that at the international? Because that seems like it's kind of a subjective thing. So did that person just have just enough carousing that they like hobnobbed with the right people, and then they also played pretty decent, and then maybe they had like a tough end, but they handled it well. Like they're like, "Oh, great job, buddy," and then they, and that happens to be the person that selects the award. Like, or was it a nomination process?
Wow.
Highly suspect.
There's a lot of thinking going on there.
I'm just like those kind of awards, or is it like a lifetime achievement award?
I think it's like a Men's International Weekend Achievement Award.
Oh, see, I knew. So Brandon Smith, apparently, I hear from Chili Willie that Brandon Smith is going to take over the international. I don't know if Brandon, you know that, and I don't know if that was saying something I shouldn't have. But he says it's a organizer vote, like the organizer. So, yeah. So basically, so it probably ended up with it was like they were talking with the organizers and they caroused properly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe slipped him a 20 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe
Whoa.
more than that.
Whoa. Wait on me. Whoa.
We'll try to catch you guys up on some of these other games out here. But I can tell you right now that on each of the other sheets,
And we have red on the top on that sheet.
we are either a 1 or 2 point game, except for sheet 6, where the red team on sheet 6, which is the Hedstrom rink. No, it's not the Hedstrom rink. It's the other rink. The Denver rink. I hardly knew her. They scored 3 in the first. And on sheet 7, yellow scored 4 in the first. And I believe that is the Thurlow rink.
Versus Minnesota Green. Go Green. Go Lions.
Go Lions. That's right. We got some good football on today. Do we have the football game on?
Nobody cares about football.
Bills Broncos game? I don't really
Oh.
care about the AFC. I don't know. How about you? Do you care about the AFC?
Oh, I don't even watch the game.
AFC?
Football.
You don't watch football?
I don't
You
watch
were
football.
like in the 10th row at the Lions-Vikings game in Detroit last weekend.
Well, since then, I don't watch football. Since then.
Since the Vikings lost?
I mean,
Yeah.
the looked like bored.
Yeah. Well, it's a new season now. It's the playoffs.
Yeah. I actually, yeah. No, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm
Our rocket appliances.
Yeah. You like your football, that's for sure. Which kind of surprised me the first time, like I learned that about you, that you were a big football.
I don't know why that is. I'm just kind of like a Vikings fan. Ever since I was a little kid, or like when I was in high school or college, I would turn like I wouldn't let anybody interrupt me during the game.
Yeah.
And it's actually got me in some relationship problems.
Girl. Finish.
As if I'm choosing Vikings
Hard girl.
over
Hard.
current.
Center.
I mean, not right
Hard.
now. It's resolved now, but over the
Center.
last couple of years,
whoa.
there's some drinking aspect of it, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're choosing this over that.
guys.
And I'm like, well, it's only like 3-4 hours a day. We can plan the whole weekend
Yeah.
around that.
True.
It's not like that's.
Yeah. And more women are getting into football. It seems like more and more. I'm sorry, I kind of made a judgment there. I don't know if it was when you said relationship problems.
Yeah.
If it was a woman or a man that you
I
were having
appreciate your
relationship
openness like that. Yeah.
problems
Yeah.
with, but
I thought you might have been calling me a woman.
no. Oh, their hair's quite long.
Yeah.
I'm jealous though.
That is true. Yeah, I had actually a strategy to try to make it a more of a family event.
Yeah.
Failed. Was not, no interest. But that's fine.
What was your strategy? Could I ask?
No, I was just like, when I would be in the heat of a big argument, I would be like, well, why don't you start watching football?
Yeah. Well, that's not a very good strategy.
Yeah.
Like cooking up some good food.
I do that.
and-
I do that. Yeah.
You know,
I don't really want to talk about this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little.
Freeze
Yeah.
on it. Try not to move it.
I'm sorry.
What does this ever do?
That was a hell of a freeze, though.
That was a great shot. We got a good game going on between two good teams. And we're going to see more and more of this as the game goes along and they get used to the ice a little bit and just how much it's curling.
What else do you see?
I think that's it. Like,
I think you want to probably leave it open if you can, like here.
that's what I'm saying. If you're on this angle, then he can't like kill everything this way too. Yeah.
Listen
So
in
more ice and
time.
more. Okay, so just top 4.
So, there's something on the ice halfway down there. No, I got a piece of it with my broom. Can you go like just take a look quick? Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
They're finding, yeah, they don't want to pick to happen.
I got to go out and look.
We all know that St. Paul Curling Club is notorious for dirt and dust.
It's because people here
dribbling
don't
down on the
wash
ice.
their grippers. That's the whole problem.
From the Lumizorb ceiling has hundreds of pounds of dust, dirt, and rocks on it. Here we go.
Good.
Tyler
Maybe curl
Drews,
at the end.
skip
Whoa.
for Pardon My
Out there.
Takeout 2.0.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
He's got this one
Just
way
top 4. Once it
out
goes,
there.
go.
It's going to have
Yep.
to curl.
Yep. Mine's really good now. Hard.
And they are looking to guard this rock up.
Hard,
It's coming,
hard, hard,
curling
hard.
in
Straight,
really
straight,
nice.
straight.
Whoa. We want
Straight.
Very
Off.
dependable ice with the curl that Craig Zbotnik and
Okay.
the boys are supplying him. Nice shot there by Tyler.
Flicked it a little bit.
And Red is sitting one. And what do you think here, Chris? What's
Well,
your
I
shot?
actually. So did they call that as a guard?
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought that they were going to come down to it because they were talking about that. I don't know. Can't you come down here and then tap that yellow straight back?
Well, you could try to maybe come through the port. Personally, I like getting rid of the high red rock. If I am Tucker
On
Schmidt.
your side?
No,
No,
on
the high
your,
one.
On your side,
High
yeah.
one.
No, I
This yellow rock he's trying to raise back in there, that's probably always going to be there. I don't know if Nick or I'm sorry, Tyler Drews is going to mess with that yellow rock too much with his last. And if he makes a double peel, then a single rock guard is essential for the Drews rink. And if they miss that at all, then there's a 2 there for sure for Tucker. But he's looking to make this, and frankly, it's he might have to make it anyway. So if he makes it here, he's got a shot at 3 maybe. We're going to see.
There could be something about, like, if you leave it to the end and then you miss it, you don't have a chance to correct it.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Even if he noses this yellow one and he doesn't make the angle raise, he could.
We're up.
No, it's inside, it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, this looks pretty good, actually. They're on it. They're off it. They're on it. Yeah, it needs to curl a little bit. That's going to go over the top, maybe. Oh, it's close. Oh, nice shot. He's sitting shot rock. And
So when I said on the inside, what I meant was not that.
oh, okay.
'Cause
Was it
it
the
wasn't-
high side or
it
was
wasn't
the
on the
low
inside.
Side? Was it on the high side or the
Hey,
low
Jordan came down.
I think it works.
side? Hey, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while.
You got you. That was pretty close.
Was that the high side or the low side?
It was the wrong side. I thought they were going to hit on the wrong side, the inside, but they hit it.
The low side.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to update you guys on scores. The one thing that would have been really nice about all these other sheets is if we could have learned who was yellow rocks and who was red rocks.
Red rocks are on the top, yellow is on the bottom.
Are you sure
Except
about
for this one where we had a correction, which is
Oh,
why I
I
gave
see
you
that
that.
now. Okay. Okay, that helps. So like the scoreboard, that's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a Detroit team on sheet 3. Let's talk about those guys. It's always
Go
good
blue.
to be from Detroit,
Go Lions.
where the Detroit Lions are from, and the Tigers that sprinted past the Twins this year. past year in baseball. Made it into the playoffs. There's good things happening. Bob Hedstrom and the heavy Democrat Steve Sergvenik are on sheet 6 talking profusely about their next shot, which is really no surprise.
They're talking about it here.
Lefty might be able to, but I can't see any of it.
Wow, nice draw, and he's sitting shot.
Drawing the button hit.
I'm not paying very good attention here. That was a beautiful draw by
It's kind of a guess.
Mr. Drews, Tyler Drews.
Just a touch more.
Out of Fort Rouge and St. Vital in the fighting city of Winnipeg.
Have you ever been to Winnipeg?
Yeah.
Have you ever taken any classes in Winnipeg?
What kind of classes?
Like ice making classes? Have you had any training from Winnipeg?
We got to move it 2 inches. You're not. Don't worry about sweeping.
My sensei is from Winnipeg.
I thought I was your sensei.
No,
So
I'm your sensei for fishing.
fishing, yeah.
Maybe
Fishing.
back button.
Yeah, or cutting holes in ice and not catching anything.
Learning how to use forward-facing sonar.
Yeah, well, we didn't learn much.
We'll talk about that later. But no, I've been in Gimli and Dolphin. Winnipeg is an interesting town.
Stay close.
Tucker's draw here, he's got to try to just tap his yellow rock. And it really needs to get over there. It really needs to curl. It's just a little wide and a little heavy, and it's going to miss. And it's one red on a hell of a draw.
All right, one diamond wins all the money.
Oh, yeah, who won?
One diamond.
Oh, Matt Long, the guy that probably doesn't need the money.
The most.
The most.
Yeah.
Either him or you. I mean, he lives on Pryor Lake, and
yeah,
you know,
he could sell his house right now, and he could not ever have to work again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tighten them up a little bit. That's okay with you guys.
Or just let Jess, his wife, work
Yeah.
the rest of the time. Yeah,
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, we were up a couple
that'd
points.
be perfect.
By 4.
He agrees with me. All right,
Digging holes.
after 2, what's the score, buddy?
Slowly out of
It's 2-1 or 2-0, 2-0, right?
I
Didn't
think
Red just steal right there?
It's 12-0. And they hang that 2 up there. It's going to look like it's 12-0 because they got one in the first and one in the second.
Scott, it's already hard enough to pay attention. When you're adding these extra, I owe you $1.
I don't have any singles.
like 15 years ago.
We're going to update you guys on sheet 1, which is the 7th event.
Red is up 4-0.
That is Faltasek over Curl Brothers out of Rocket City. They must be from Houston, huh? Rocket City.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Faltasek is last year's reigning champion.
I'm going to move this one.
On sheet 2 in the 5th event,
Yellow is up 2-0.
that would be the Sandquist Rink out of St. Paul over the Smith Rink out of St. Paul, Lewiston, and Two Harbors. Lewiston is that Massachusetts? Maine? Lewiston, Maine.
I have no idea where Lewiston is.
I've been very impressed looking at the teams in the Big Spiel because there's a lot of teams where it's like you from St. Paul,
like a
and you're
conglomerate.
playing with like Kanakis from Nashua.
He would never want to play with me.
Yeah, well, he saw us curl in
Yeah,
Nashua.
well, that was the skip's fault. All right, sheet 3 is 1 apiece.
And that is Team Will out of Detroit, the Red Rocks, versus
We have 2 Detroit teams.
Team Fluffles out of the Oval Curling Club, which is from where?
No idea.
Utah.
Oh.
Are we on?
Sheet 4.
Red is up 2-0.
That would be the Ram Rink out of Madison.
Oh, they just won just on sheet 5 that we called those guys.
And
Played a good game.
they're beating the Maple Bacon Spiders
Oh, that sounds scary. I don't like bacon or spiders.
out of Triangle.
Oh, Raleigh.
Ooh, you know that?
I've been there.
It's actually not Raleigh. It's the other town.
Durham?
It's been fun.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just remember I went there once, and it was like, I was for work. I go there a lot, that area for work a lot, and it was like 400 billion degrees if
Yeah.
it was 100. It was, and they got like these massive air conditioning like units on the back. So, and I think that yeah. All right, so should we go to sheet 6?
Did we ever talk about in Durham the 11'8" bridge?
89.
No.
So it's actually a little
Bridges
better than I
are
thought.
12
It's a
foot,
little
right,
quicker.
for box trucks and
Oh.
RVs and everything to clear. Well, in Durham for years and years and
Normal.
years, there was an 11'8"
Oh,
bridge.
just a
And
second.
you can go to
Just
the
a second.
website, 11'8"
There you
bridge,
go, buddy.
and you see these box trucks just slam into the bottom of it's a train bridge.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a train bridge. So they couldn't fix it for a long time because they would have had to remove miles of track to lift the bridge 4 inches. They'd have had to remove miles of track.
It seems like that would make the railway useless.
Well, the trains ran. It made the bridge kind of useless if you were driving a box truck or an RV.
Oh.
So the air conditioner would get ripped off the top of the RV.
Oh,
or
so
whatever.
it wasn't a train bridge.
It was a bridge for trains.
I've been coaching
Above.
the last 4 or 5 years, so I'm finally getting back.
It was
into
above
field.
the road bridge.
Right.
Oh, okay. Now I'm tracking with you.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a train bridge that wasn't high enough, and I was like, well, that's just dumb.
And they couldn't dig out the road below 4 inches deep because there was a water main under it.
Oh yeah.
So it was a problem. There it is. There's your 11'8" bridge. I highly suggest.
I wish we could like
if
pipe
you're-
this into
if
the.
you're listening to
Yeah,
our-
it's
our-
11foot8.com. 11foot FOOT8 the number.com.
and a guy set up.
Is it just like
cameras.
is this just a camera?
Yeah, guys say you're going to see it here in a second. So there's video after
All right,
video.
Alexis just went through. Oh,
Here
here
it
comes
comes.
a rider truck going full speed. Oh my God! Yeah, rips off half of the top of the truck. Yeah.
All right, back to curling.
You got to go 11foot8.com.
Yeah, it's really entertaining, quite frankly. But they have fixed it now. They did fix it, which kind of disappointed me because one of my bucket list items was to go to a Durham Bulls baseball game and sit on the little hill by the train bridge and with a
little warm.
lawn chair and a cooler. And
Just like people watching people back boats in.
right, that's
It's the same kind of carnage.
It's super entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Durham Bulls? Is that from that movie?
Boat launch falls.
What's that movie with Kevin Costner?
Yeah. And Susan Sarandon.
Ooh. Yeah. She probably
less
would
than
be
the last one.
good friends with Sirkvenik.
A little less than the last one,
Is she a heavy Democrat?
just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think she's actually an
Well-
activist.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like she is not just hold the beliefs, but she also does things
Well,
to try to like
Ryan might need to get on that.
proselytize those.
Ah,
I think.
Yep.
I could be wrong about that.
could be.
And there's nothing wrong with being a Democrat.
Nope, nothing wrong at all.
Yeah.
Oh, almost made the double. You could hear the crowd at the St. Paul Curling Club behind us all moan when they just slid underneath that red rock, almost made the double. And we're down to Skip's
I didn't even
Rocks
get a
here.
That
card.
was on me. I think I was out just that little bit.
Yellow has got the hammer. Red is going to split this house. They have got a biter of
Infinitesimal
yes, perfect.
proportions.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like a feather.
It's like one of your hairs, one of your long hairs,
Yeah.
but not the long way, the diameter.
Because long way is like across the whole sheet.
yeah, long way is like
Yeah.
2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of my hairs, the long way.
Yeah. You wax your head? Do you have a razor like that fits on your finger and then you just go like this?
Nope,
You use like a Joanne does it.
nope.
You couldn't do that.
I have a trim.
Oh. But how it gets it that short? Or like a electric?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's my next hairstyle.
No, don't do it. Okay,
down.
CCPWA out of the Netherlands.
Hard, buddy.
That would be
Hard.
Yep. Hard.
Ryan Davis.
Real hard. Real hard.
Oh no, he's gone by it. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Just a bit outside.
It over curled on him there, even with that. That was normal weight for certain, if not a touch more, and it just over curled. Kurt
that one a little closer to
Bradbury
control.
is.
I had that one a little closer to control.
Oh, Kurt said it was a little closer to control.
Or just short. Okay. Yep. We got to be out so we
Looked
can make the
pretty
double.
heavy to me, but we're going to get to those other sheets here after the end of the third.
Oh,
our
like
main
6,
event.
7, and 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of local rinks playing on
It's
6,
tight,
7, and 8.
tight line.
What's going on in Frogtown today? Isn't there other games in Frogtown as well?
Yep.
Yeah, I
hard
think
line.
that they had like the 8th,
Where is
9th, and
it?
10th event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it the one event? Is it the 10th event that you don't? They make them play a Leasty game.
Yeah, I don't even understand how that would work.
It's super fun. I've played a Leasty game. Leasty games are fantastic.
Going too far.
Like there's rules about where they have to land, right?
Yeah, kinda.
Like you can't just throw through the house.
No, you can't throw it. To the
Yeah.
house. Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Yeah, well, it's, at least the game sounds stupid.
No, it's not. You still have to make the same types of shots, but a lot more promotes. And
So you're trying to get them in to score.
right. Trying to raise their rocks.
That guy's a really nice glide. The guy from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
He's kind of just like the white-winged dove, sings a song, sounds like she's singing. What a glide. I love that glide.
Well,
What happened
he might have
there?
a nice glide, but he can't quite figure out the line on his
Yeah.
takeouts here.
Yeah,
Or
for
I
sure.
shouldn't say him. Maybe it's a Skip's broom, but
Same
that one rolled out. He did make contact with it. It
Boy, I
did
tell you
roll
what, that biter on the right-hand side from our viewpoint
out. Yeah.
Like it's really
is
tight. If we can be
Eh,
50%
just,
half in,
you know,
half in, half out. Okay, half in,
a
half
whisker.
out,
It's a
perfect.
whisker.
Whisker.
It's a whisker.
Skin it.
Whisker draw.
Skin of its teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here comes Tyler
That rock
Drews,
actually hit our
skip
one on the
of
edge, like,
Pardon My
definitely
Takeout
hit it.
2.0. And
It-
he
it might have
is
been in already,
looking
but
to
it's
throw a
for sure.
guard on his rock,
So we
biting the
don't-
button.
This has got to be. This can't be
What do you
long.
think
I really
about-
like his accent.
I'd rather come
Is that Canadian,
to it
right?
than be
Yeah.
a long guard.
I love that.
It's either got to be. It's
Yeah.
got to be like biting the rings.
Let's listen.
He's red. Yeah.
Here he goes.
One close.
The ice here in St. Paul is very predictable, speed and curl wise. I've seen it faster, there's no doubt about that.
Finish.
But
finish.
it's still running at a real nice, probably 14.5 clip. And
Well, so he's trying to go down to it, eh?
yeah, I think he would. No, he just said he wanted to be biting the rings when
Fine.
we did the listening. And I'd say he's within half a foot of where he really wanted to be, so it's pretty darn good. The double is there. And that is exactly what Tucker Smith's looking at right now.
You want to bet on the double? I don't have any money.
Sure.
I don't have any cash though, so we'll have to bet like. How about we'll bet if I lose, I'll take my shirt off. If you lose, you take your sweater off.
I'll take my pants off.
All right. All right. So are you going to say he's going to make the double or not?
You wanted to make the bet, so you have to call it.
I think he is going to miss the double.
He's going to miss the double, so if he misses the double, I got to take my pants off.
Yep. And if he makes it, I have to take my shirt off. Which it's hot up here, so.
It is hot up here, actually. I wouldn't mind taking my sweater off. But if I took my pants off, I'd cool down too.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, a couple of ice cubes. Mr. Derek Hellstrom, one of the greatest guys that ever lived. Head pro at the Chaska Town Course.
Oh, does that count as a double?
That's a push.
Rocket Man burning out his fuse up here alone. What a takeout.
Sorry? No, it was missed it by quite a
Don't
bit.
encourage that. The technical guys, Adam and Matt, are highly encouraging that. And
It's going to take me like 5 years before I can actually say that so it sounds smooth. But I figure if I do it enough, I'll figure it out.
Has anybody chimed in on
Nope. Nope. I don't think anybody knows. Kanakis did say an LOL, so, but he is, he's a lawyer. He's hired.
It's very,
So I'll take my shirt off.
he's very
No, it was a
intelligent.
push.
It's very
Just-
intelligent.
I know, but he didn't have any money either.
It was a push, yes. It was a bogus double, so it was a push.
Oh, thank you.
All right, and we are into
Where is it?
Tyler Drews. Thank you very much, Derek. Tyler Drews' final skip stone here is curling right in there. He literally put it
Same spot.
Exactly the same spot.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be within an inch or two of the last rocket.
Yeah, I
turn.
would say 2 to 3 inches.
I'd say an inch or two.
Yeah, I would probably, but that's all right. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah. And here comes Tucker.
Was this the same double?
Tucker's going to throw.
Should we redo the
Let's
bet?
get a time. Let's see if we can get
A
a time on his takeout here. I'm thinking he's going to throw about a 5 to 7 second takeout here, and see if he can't not only make the double but roll out as well and blank the end. Who's got the king? This could be a blank end here. But I can guarantee you Tucker is coming out with blazes.
They're yellow.
Here he comes. Boom.
A little wide.
Oh, he doesn't like it. A little wet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Didn't quite work out for him. He was a little too much on the nose. They could have been sweeping that earlier. He didn't make the
A
double,
lot of sheet seal. I was trying to call you out.
and it's a steal of one. And I will say this:
another steal of one.
I thought I heard
it's
you say no, and
123
I
to
wasn't
nothing.
sure.
What do you think when it's like steal, like multiple steals in a row? What does that tell you about the game?
Tells you that the rocks are dead. The striking bands are so wide here; they're concave, and that's why he didn't make the double there.
Because of the rocks?
Yeah, that's dead rocks.
Really?
Yeah. Look at the striking bands. I mean, they look like ours in Chaska as well. They're
How do you
about
fix that?
3 inches wide.
Chisel? Moto tool?
Yeah, you have to send them in and get them reconditioned. But for those of you that can maybe see, if you look at the striking bands at the rocks here in St. Paul, you can see that. Pardon me.
Yeah, I'd like to be in.
You can see how wide that striking
have any
band
money, though.
is. It's like insanity. It's so wide. What they would do is recondition those rocks and put a lathe to them and narrow that up a little bit. Someone got me in on this? Oh.
It's us. That's us.
Oh. Well, we're going to lose.
4 yellow.
We're looking for yellow to take 4 somehow or another. Which they do have hammers, so that gives us a fighting chance. But
If we win that, though, then we'll have money to play.
well, we got to pay it back, some of it back.
Yeah, $1. I think I owe KP $2 now.
Yeah. All right, so we're getting this end set up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our lead for Pardon My Takeout, Mike Richards, has got his first rock in the back 8, which isn't the worst thing. And now they're calling for Mike to throw one. Tyler's calling for Mike to throw one in the top 8 or top 4 as a guard. See if Mike can slow it down just a little bit here.
Top 8.
And that's what they're calling, as you can hear.
So your ice making friend does kind of look like Nick Swardston. You know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Isn't that like what's the, Ron Swanson, right?
Ron Swanson,
Yeah.
Director of Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I work for a Parks and Rec department.
Are you the director?
No. No. Thank
It's
God.
probably a bad idea for, like, I know we just got delivered ice, but dentists say that chewing on ice is bad for you.
You know
Really?
what it's good for, though? Cleaning your
Garburator.
your what?
Your garburator.
Garburator?
Yeah. Food disposal.
Food disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disposal.
Yeah, it's called a garburator.
Garburator. All right. I'm in. I'm going to call it a garburator from now on.
Everybody calls it a garburator,
Yeah.
except for you. You call it, what, a disposal unit?
Garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal, yeah. You put
could call it
garbage in there, or do you
You
put...
could call it a garposal. Thank you. Yep, that's perfect. That's even better. This end, which is end 4 of the
It's setting
Big
up-
Spiel,
it's setting up well for 4 yellow.
sponsored by Woodford Reserve.
Yes, this end.
That was good backline weight.
And yes, it is setting up well. Once again, for Pardon My Takeout, Mike Richards' lead has got one in the back 8 and one in the top 8.
In the semifinals game, the Red Rocks tended to stick in the house more. I wonder if it's more the Rocks versus the team.
Huh. Maybe it's the temperature of the ice.
Yeah, or it could be the striking band.
No, it'd
That's
be
a
the
bunch
running
of crap.
surface.
I got it. Like the striking band has any impact on the game? The striking band.
Yeah. Well, how long have you been curling?
About 6 years. Ron Swanson was played by Nick Offerman. Yeah, it's Nick Offerman. Yeah. Who everybody would want to be Nick Offerman and I think it's Tina Fey. I know it's not Tina Fey, but they do a crafting show. The two of them. It is it's pretty fun. They do the show and they have teams that like craft stuff. They're like, yeah. He's like a very good woodworker, and he also drinks scotch. You know that? You drink scotch?
No, not much.
You're not not cultured that way.
No. Nick Offerman is the guy that narrated the when they did the little like mini documentary on Team Schuster.
Oh, really?
After they won the gold medal. Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. 1, 2.
Little jam-a-ram-a ding-dong.
Yeah, get 2 out there.
And it is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And they're sitting on top of that red rock. Now yellow's got something cooking, folks. Is there anybody watching from the mark of Biz in Bismarck?
No.
No?
Well, I
no
can't
one
see
cares
who's
about,
watching.
No one cares, and no one cares in the Capital Curling Club about Tucker, Ryan, Curter, Clint.
When I used to live in Red Lake Falls, Minnesota, and Grand Forks was the big place to go to. I don't know if that's close to Bismarck.
Grand Forks is a nice town.
Oh,
Bismarck's
look
not
at
a
that.
bad
We
town.
switched spots.
Yeah, and now Yellow has really got something cooking, folks. Because if they can make this hit on this, and they don't even have to hit the red.
Yeah, come
one,
around
but-
it. Come behind it.
No, they don't want to do that. They want to get rid of it. They got hammer, and they don't want any rock on the center line. So this is a good call by Tucker.
Kanakis says that they probably don't have internet in Bismarck. See, he should be doing this.
He should be on.
Yeah. You know what we need to do is we need to get Microsoft Teams so we can have guests. We tried to hook that up just before this, but Matt was like, "Nope, we're not doing it." Everybody was for it, but Matt.
Yeah. Matt's kind of a prick.
He's this voice of reality. That's what Matt is.
Matt. is
You
an
could just replace.
exceptional
You could
wiffle
replace
ball player.
Matt with voice of reality is a prick,
Yeah.
and that works.
All right, so here we go. Yeah, Tyler's making a pretty smart call here. He needs to remove a rock or two. And the double is sitting there for his brother Nick. And here comes Nick. And this guy could throw some weight, that's for sure.
Yep. Whoa. Girl. Whoa.
It looks pretty darn good, and he's going to make the double here.
Oh, yeah.
Fine shot.
I see my Marianne walking away just like those stones out of the house. I see my Marianne walking away just like those stones out of the house.
Yeah. I saw Mr. Jimmy the other day.
Jimmy?
Mr. Jimmy.
Buffett?
No,
Who's Mr. Jimmy?
Mr. Jimmy. He was walking away. He was looking pretty ill.
We're down.
That's not Yacht Rock, is it?
Nope. I tried to expand. I was going to expand it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it true to the best music in the world.
You have too much time on your hands.
I do not. I wish I had time.
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
Boston Stones.
Yeah. Kanakis gets it. He's tuned in.
He is tuned in.
Yeah.
That guy. I wonder if he's hanging out with the boys in the Nashua Country Club today.
I don't know why they didn't invite us to go back there.
Because once you can't go, you don't get another invite. Rightfully so. Excuse me. We got some pretty good
I don't
games
think
going on
Stones
other
or
sheets.
Sticks are yacht rock.
Boston's definitely not yacht rock. All right. This is a clutch shot right here. This is Nick Drew's last rock at third.
Oh.
And they're trying to promote this into the 4-foot. They're going to pretty much kind of come close to doing that, but a double by the guy from the Netherlands, Ryan Davis. He lives in the Netherlands. He's from Bismarck originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just
Decided to put that. That would be pretty fun to go to, some foreign country and bring the sport of America to that.
Yeah.
To that country.
Right. I know. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Sport of America.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the many sports that are from. Basketball is also an American sport.
Yeah. Hockey.
Yeah. Polo.
Yep. Soccer.
Yeah, golf.
And soccer.
We have the best golf courses in the United States, though. That's for sure. Most of them in Florida.
Firm.
All right, here we are. He's calling for a firm takeout, and he could definitely make the double here and sit 2, and it's needed. We got to get this this yellow team on the board.
Yeah, we need 4.
Clint and Mr. Bradbury are working on this rock a little bit, and this looks like it's in a good spot. Yes, sir.
Oh.
But those dead rocks once again.
Just a small town girl making a heavy hit like that. Love that.
Red is still sitting shot because we got dead rocks.
Why does the band, the hitting band, striking band, if it's smaller, it would transfer more power? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, yeah.
Is that
more convex, right?
Yeah, so it'd be more focused, a higher transfer power. If it was flat,
energy, not power.
Energy.
Yeah.
Well, what energy is power?
Power is energy.
Amperes? What are we talking? Amperage here? Or?
I don't know. Volts. But yes, now you're getting there.
Do people know this? Do
now
people
you're understanding?
So we have to fix the rocks and we have to fix the Alumazorb.
Yes.
And then we'll have a world-class facility.
Well, you already do.
Oh, well then why do we have to fix anything?
History.
Oh, no. But we could have like the triple threat.
It would be nice if it wasn't so dirty. And yeah, the stones are like 20 years old or whatever now. So.
What's the lifespan of stones?
Well, if you don't do something with them soon, they're going to be about 22 years old, and then you're going to have to buy new ones.
Maybe that's what the plan is. I'm sure we've planned for that. I mean, I mean, there's probably a cap.
It's probably the best thing I've heard all day. That's a good one, buddy.
I don't remember for three of them.
Anyway, everything's going great.
Oh, so Dr. JDMA, I wonder if that's the juvenile diabetes something and other, whatever, has recently got dial-up internet in Bismarck. Still trying to load the first end. Hey, don't worry, we have a BBS. You can like log on to the bulletin board system with your modem, and we have been typing in the commentary.
Yeah. No, that's good. They're playing along with the silly immature humor that we provide on Big Spiel
But
finals.
you know what's nice though is that you said immature, not immature. Immature. That makes it sound like you're classy. You're classy.
Yeah. Is there a song? Do you get a lyric for that?
For classy.
Yeah, come on. Yacht rock song?
I think it's much better than that.
I don't know. Let me see what I can find.
Yeah. Hey, your favorite was Rollout before.
I do love
years.
Rollout.
Yeah,
Rollout.
You love that song, and you're kind of a hip hop mogul.
Not a
You
mogul.
look a little bit like Rick Rubin, by the way. Has anybody ever told you that?
No.
Well, he was the original great producer of.
I like to
hip-hop.
think that I look like myself.
They got to get this in there. Come on, guys. All right, it's shot rock, but it's not where they want it. Son of a gun. It just needed about 3 more feet of weight. It would have got by the guard probably and been sitting perfect full 8. And this is Tyler Drew's final. Let's listen in.
That's true. All right.
That's not loud enough.
All we heard was that's true. All right.
Maybe a hair roll in if we feel safe enough.
Sorry, we're trying to listen in. I got it a little too loud. There's a tick. Roll out.
Roll out.
Close. Whoa.
I've got my Glock
Mike,
40
Hard.
cocked back.
Hard.
Oh, this rock's moving.
All the way.
Yeah, it is.
Keep going.
Oh, it's moving hard.
No roll.
Just fine, though.
Nice throw.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, Tucker's got big old house to draw for 1. I don't think there's any way that he can
Get 4?
10-4.
We need
2.
4.
He could
Yeah, you were a
possibly
little down.
split his number 4 rock that's sitting on the center line. He could possibly split that on, but he'd have to roll over the top
Sneaky good.
of the red rock, and I just don't see it happening. So this is a good call. This is a safe call. It's going to get him back within 2.
Yep. Well, he's got to get on the board, right?
He's got to get on the board.
Yeah. That clunk you just heard was Scott's readers.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get a time here on this rock. Thrown by the great Tucker Smith. And it looks like on sheet 1 we might have a game over.
When he's trying to move a lot of stones.
Could be the first.
You got to throw a little more.
Here we go. I'm going to get a time. And go. Tucker Smith with the hammer here in the 4th end.
No sweep.
Of the Big Spiel. 2025 Big Spiel, 10th anniversary at the St. Paul Curling Club. And yeah, he is definitely going through the house with that rock. That was at about 13-7. And
That's
wasn't
disaster
even
right
close,
there.
And it is now a 5-point game, folks.
We might end early.
What's up, man?
I think
Pick it up.
they should probably shake. frankly.
No, I wouldn't.
I would.
They paid a lot of big money to be here.
Watch feet.
I'd be tired after playing all those games, though, wouldn't you?
Maybe. Not, probably not. I've got.
Kind of want to get home for the Green Bay game.
When is the Green Bay game?
3:30.
Oh, yeah. Can I go to your house to watch the Green Bay game?
Sure.
Great.
Yeah.
I heard you've got a good collection of bourbon. I can't do that. I've already.
I know you can. That's
Committed.
why I said sure.
What do you need?
That's exactly why I said sure.
But I'm kidding. I can make it.
Now that we are halfway through the game, let's give a couple shout-outs. One to all the curling clubs in the Twin City metropolitan area that are part of the Big Spiel.
Are all of them part of it?
All of them are part of it. Dakota has been included, which is wonderful. And St. Paul, obviously, as we sit here. Frogtown, Chaska, and Four Seasons.
Is the Richfield Curling Club a member part of that?
Richfield Curling Club is a member of the TCCCA.
There's just
that
two.
Was one extra.
Yeah.
TCCA.
Yeah.
But no, they don't participate.
Well, you just said that they were all there. And what's the one that Pete Westberg is involved in?
That would be the not Bayport. What am I? Afton. Afton, Minnesota, right along the St. Croix River there. The Afton.
So that wouldn't really be the Twin Cities. That's pretty much Iowa.
It's pretty much Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Really bad.
He kind of abandoned our club here.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
Started way out over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to really like him.
Yeah, I curled with Pete one year. I overswept his hammer. I overswept his hammer, and we lost the Winter Carnival.
I don't have any money.
Neither do I.
All right, I owe you $3 now.
We could get change out of the bar, though. I got hundreds on me. I got plenty of hundreds. What's that?
I got a crappy one too.
No, you don't. You got a good one. Red one, and they're sitting there. Well, this is a little disappointing, and we're going to really hope for a couple of misses out of Pardon My Takeout and a couple of really good shots out of
Keep push. Back four.
out of
back
the Tucker Smith
go
rink,
around it?
and hopefully they get 3 and make this a
Right
little
back
bit
out.
more interesting. But unfortunately, Tucker came heavy with the hammer in the last end and gave up a steal of 2.
It could just be that it's Pardon My Takeout's day.
That could, or a weekend.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you know, they've played a lot of games, and those guys are good curlers. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, you got 2 guys that have only been curling 7 years.
See, the Bills
And,
are.
That
The
seems
Bills
like
are kicking the poop out of. The Bills are winning 31-7.
Well, and now, Pardon My Takeout, all they're worried about is the football game, since they're up 5.
Told you they're gonna make Bo Nix work.
How do those guys know the score of the Bills-Broncos game and we don't? And they're on the ice curling.
I could switch it on. We could watch football on the.
What is going on?
I don't really care for the Bills team, so I don't.
Sheet 1 is done. And the
Good guard,
Faltisek
I
rink
now
dominated Curl Brothers out of Houston and won the 7th event. So that's good.
We'll hear some cowbells here momentarily.
Yep. Sheet 2 has got a couple of actually very respectable teams playing
Halfway tight.
in the
Halfway
Margie
tight.
Smith rink.
Tight line.
And
Margie Smith rink?
You gotta go in.
Oh, that is Margie Smith.
Get it in.
And
Get it in.
I didn't know that she was actually playing.
It's over
And she's
curling.
Oh,
wearing, what color is that?
that would be
Keep
fuchsia.
going.
Fuchsia? That's my prom.
You gotta get
Are you colorblind?
Okay, whoa.
No. I see all colors.
No, I just.
Oh, no, I don't
see.
see colors. That's the right answer. I don't see colors.
Just over curl.
I know where you're going with that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we figured that out.
No, so it was always in over curl. We just tried to get it in.
I wonder if there'll ever be some rocks at a curling club that'll be ebony and ivory.
No water in it.
Black and white?
Yeah.
Mostly water.
I was trying to do my yacht rock thing.
Ebony and Ivory's not yacht rock.
It kind of
Is it?
a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know.
I wonder what the libertarians think.
You know what I say? Puck the libertarians. Puck those guys. No. I used to be a libertarian. I used to like. I have libertarian leanings, but I'm a liberal libertarian.
Yeah. So you're a Republican with a bomb.
No, that's the opposite.
Oh, it's opposite.
Libertarian is a Republican with a bomb. I'd be a Democrat with libertarian leanings.
Okay.
But I'm not a Democrat.
Wow, that's confusing. I'm watching a rock go down sheet 8 off the wall, which is notorious for having a hard time curling back in, but it is curling in wonderfully.
So Red's just ripping out all the yellows.
Yeah, they don't have any interest in seeing.
So this might be the last end here.
Yeah, this could very well be the last end unless yellow gets a deuce. I think if they get a deuce, they play 6, right?
Yep.
They might as well throw them back.
See a need to mess with how it's set up.
But
right now.
yeah, there's been some unfortunate situations here. I mean, that first end when Tucker made a couple of really nice draws, it was game on, and then they've just missed by a hair here and there since, and all of a sudden we got a 5-point game. Fortunately, Tucker didn't miss by a hair with his last draw in the 4th end, but we're gonna have to see some damn fine shooting, and if these guys are gonna get back into this a little bit. Here's Kurt Bradbury, head ice maker, inaugural winner of the Dex Award, and Kurt's throwing it right through the house.
It looked like it picked or something.
Yeah, he was just way too heavy. Maybe it did pick.
It might just not. It just might be, Red's day.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, players only love you when they're playing, and this team, the red team, they're fully locked in. There are a bunch of players out there. I got to use all these because the game's going to end soon.
God. How come you didn't print that out?
Yep.
Didn't have time.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, they are peeling them out, peeling them out. So Tucker's got to probably call for a little draw on top of that red rock that's sitting in the top of the 8. See if he can create a little something with a tap or move back. He's got to get some of those red rocks behind the tee line.
They just got to get on the board. That's all they got to do.
Well, we thought they were going to get on the board that last end. They were set up really well, and then things kind of went to pot on them. I'm not sure about this call here at all. I mean, it's kind of early in the end. They still got 4 rocks left. But it sure would be nice to get those red rocks.
It'd be nice to get at least just one of those reds out.
Well, you don't need to get them out. You need to get them behind the tee line.
Well, just one. We want them to leave one red at the end there.
Yeah, okay. So that is what he called, actually. I just saw him put his broom way over, like he wanted to roll over. Yeah, that's a little heavy. Get a piece. All right. You want those red rocks in the house. You just want them behind the tee line.
Push them back.
Yeah. Way back.
Way back?
Yeah.
Push them back, way back?
Push them back. Push them back.
Way back?
Yeah.
What's that from?
Cheerleader thing.
I was never a cheerleader.
You never played football?
And I never dated a cheerleader. I mean, obviously.
Hard!
You probably jaded a couple.
Hard!
I thought you were on the cheer squad.
No.
Right over,
I didn't get my pep until I was in my 50s.
And then it's because of curling?
No, stretching, actually.
Stretching?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Vitamin pills, fiber. I don't know what we can do here. Is there some way that we can will yellow to?
Yes. I like this call here. If he locks down on this
On the yellow, the red?
And the red in the back of the tee line. That's a good start. But they need to get that other red one back there too, if they could, and set up a wall. But the angle is not really appropriate for it. So I do like
Boy, the
this
sweepers
call.
are just sweeping. Well, then now they're off.
Yeah, and this
On
is
and off, on and off. Oh, now really on.
This is top 12 at the best, I think. No, it is gliding. Oh, there it goes. All right, not bad. Full 8. Yeah.
That's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna rip that thing right through the hole, and yeah, away it goes.
Wouldn't be the worst thing if we caught this too, but we're not going to try.
Well, yeah.
Let's listen in.
I don't feel.
Yes, we know that. Yeah, game just started. U18 national final is going on
Rolling out with this.
in Rock Creek, Lafayette, Colorado. We have a local team,
Which team?
Gunsel Rink.
Oh, Gunsel. They're no longer a Terrapin curling rink, so I don't follow them.
They didn't take your sponsorship this year?
Nope.
How come you didn't sponsor?
They didn't ask. Stewart's the connection, and then Stewart left the team.
That's right. Well, they're playing in the final against a local Denver team, Team Rose.
Okay, good.
So we're going to root our local boys on. And Ellery
Everybody
Johnson,
cut foot loose. That takeout
St.
was
Paul
flying.
team of the young ladies, Ellery Johnson, Gianna, her sister from the St. Paul club here, are also in the final on the women's side.
That's why you'll know.
How do you remember all those names, Scott? You're amazing with names.
We weren't trying for that.
No, I said if you're
It surprises me just because I know, like, just how you operate your life, and I don't know how you can remember all these. Like, you're amazing with names only.
I like the kids.
I don't think we ever would have curled enough.
Should we? Maybe we should talk about that a little bit more.
I'm pro kids. I'm anti-stadium.
Oh, see, I voted for Norm. I'm pro stadium.
Are you pro stadium, anti-kids? Yeah.
If you did enough to hold it up an inch, that's probably enough.
All right.
And I think
Here we go. He's got to make this draw.
Apparently 2 Bismarck curlers are playing in the U18 Nationals girls game. Heidi Holt and Riley Kraft.
And yes, on the gals.
Of the Kraft family. Owners of the Patriots.
Patriots, yes.
And makers of mac and cheese.
That's right. And lots of other cheeses. Yeah. And this one looks like it's on a little bit better line for
They're sweeping
Tucker.
the whole way.
And they need to get it on
It's
that
moving.
rock. It's got to get there. Come on, guys. Get it on top of that rock. Just going
The
to
third sweeper comes in there.
In the exact same spot as the last rock. And he's going to peel that baby out of there again. And leave Tucker a draw for one.
We can't hurt ourselves.
We'd have to guard the inside of this to make sure there's no chopper too. Safer shot is just a peel.
Yeah,
That's fine. Okay.
be silly not to hit that rock. They were talking about maybe guarding and trying to steal again, but that's kind of silly. Kurt Bradbury, head ice maker at the Capitol Curling Club, is looking a little sad and long on the left side of the sheet. But they have had a great run.
Next. Yep. Hard.
In the big spiel.
Hard.
Here comes Kurt.
Hard. All the way.
I tell you, pardon my takeout. They just
Nice throw.
really haven't missed much, have they? And that rock rolling
They seem
over
to be
there.
good at
Sorry, that was a
takeouts.
bad throw.
Yeah, it's interesting. Their name of their team.
That was a
Yeah,
bad
pardon
throw
it.
to hit enough of-
Have you
that there?
gone
Didn't have to
fishing
write the
since
stick.
we went fishing?
No, I have not. I've been a little busy.
I was sliding.
I was going to go
wide. I
yesterday,
did it.
but I didn't have the time.
I did get good reports from some of my local pals
Yeah, works. So.
that they were catching fish once the weather kind of
you guys are-
stabilized.
Where we were?
No,
Oh,
they were
other
on,
place.
they were on different lakes.
I got to tell you, when we went out to that lake, and I like looked online, and people were like, the bite on this lake is only in the evening.
Anywhere close.
But it was a long time ago, and I was like, well, maybe that changed.
Reason
Yeah.
bad, I wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
Well, you're right, but this actually is better than what we have.
Oh, fine draw in sheet 4 there.
Fraction less. Yeah.
Yeah, this wouldn't be it. This is better.
Well, we'll
than
catch you
just-
up here with these other sheets. Hopefully, this isn't the last end. I think if we can get one here
Oh, yes, you're right. You didn't err on
out of
the
this
top.
Bismarck team,
Well, I was sliding wide. I
we
didn't
will
know, so-
see them play them back. And sometimes they've had hammer the whole game, if I'm not mistaken. No, they didn't have hammer in the first. But sometimes when you get rid of the hammer, like you can play the game a little more aggressively. And
Ooh.
so high
You like pina
opportunity.
coladas. You like that double.
Hurry, take some coffee.
I don't know what Keith's talking about, do you?
Apparently we lost.
No, but you were on
I
your
owe you
feet.
$3, Keith.
I don't owe
You
you
were, like,
anything.
Here.
Pieces just in there.
And I
So,
opened it,
um,
right?
All right.
So
we got one. We're on the board.
the name of their team is Pardon My Takeout.
Yes.
If you had a team and you needed to have a name of that team that would highlight
Take
the
it in, guys.
strength of your team,
Ireites.
I don't even know what that means. Ireites?
That's the name of our Fire and Ice team, St. Paul, or in Chaska, for the Fire and Ice sponsor,
Yeah.
which we won last year.
So what does that mean? Why is that your strength? Ireites.
Ireite, I could, if you wanted to go to the Urban Dictionary and
Is
look
it like
up- and
erudite?
put in Ireite, Ireites, you'd learn about why our team name
Top
is
four?
the Ireites. Because
R-I-R-Y.
Mike.
no, Irie,
Uno.
ITES.
Nice, good, and pleasing.
Maybe back.
Thanks, Keith. Oh, we
Keith.
got one. We could win on that one.
Line's a little tight.
Line only. Line
No,
only.
line
Yeah,
good.
so that's been our team name for years
I was
and
like
years and
deciding
years.
as I was
And
sweeping.
finally, we won it.
It has Jamaican roots.
It has Rastafarian roots.
I'm a big
bad.
Rastafarian.
Yeah, you kind of look like one.
Yeah,
You got
I
the
do. I
beard
do
and
like.
long
I
hair.
do like reggae a lot.
Have you ever thought about growing dreads?
No, I like
think
brushing
it's still
my
back
hair,
four without
Okay.
and I like showering. And you can't shower with it with dreads. I don't think. You just have to stink.
It's funny. I called back four and I was
Not
still
true.
sweeping.
It's not true.
Really?
I think it was back
How
four
else do you
without
make
it, but-
dreads? You have to like shower. You not shower, and I think you have to put like Crisco in your hair.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yeah. I've never had dreads. So
Yeah, obviously.
yeah. But no, you don't have to stink to have dreadlocks. So
Have you ever known somebody that had dreadlocks that didn't stink?
yes,
Really?
yeah, many people,
Many?
many.
Like 10?
Well, probably close to that. Maybe not quite that.
I think I know 3 people that have dreadlocks.
Hair less.
All right, we got a couple good guards up.
Yeah, we have a game now.
And this is what we're talking about. We need these guards up. And thank God for the 5 rock rule.
Weight's better.
Now,
Yep.
Top
Line's
four.
good.
free guard
Top
zone.
eight.
Line's good.
Because
Probably
they
throw.
got a fighting
Just at
chance
the
of
end.
getting underneath,
Okay.
and especially if these Red Rocks get behind the T line,
I think
which
it's top.
I think they're a little excited up
Whoa,
5-1.
hey,
And yeah, these are going behind the T line.
Back in.
And we're going to be in good
Yeah.
shape for the Yellow Rock, yellow team, to do well here.
To do on this.
Yeah, that's not great.
So what's your call here? Do you think you throw another guard? Tucker's thinking about it a little bit. This is a tough call when you're a skip, because
6 shots to count.
those 2 Yellow Rocks up there, once they start peeling, are going to be a double peel without any problem. So I like his call here about being above the house and throwing basically a 3rd guard up there. Even if he's
I know
a
you're
little
supposed to throw a guard, but they're way down.
It's much harder than 8.
It's
But I
all right.
guess, but if they steal one, right, then they're,
You could just peel one of them.
I don't know.
If you could steal 1, you could steal 2.
Yeah.
And Kurt Bradbury's got his intern working pretty good here. It's on a really nice line.
It's going to be in, though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in. Well,
That's
yeah,
okay.
Stay off it. Stay off it. That's going to be shot rock. And maybe that isn't the worst thing. Actually, the angle's set up there
I
pretty
would
good
think
for
so.
him. And here they go with a double peel. So
We'll probably just be
our
peeling
best
one of
hope
them.
for our
Depends on how you
Bismarck rink here is that they don't make the double peel. They only get one of these out. And somehow or another leave a red rock up there. But
Hey, Mike.
it's always good to see a good game come down to the final end, you know.
Hard.
Oh, got them both.
Yeah, you got them both, but he did leave the guard up there, and that's just fine. So if you're Tucker, I'd say you
Got
gotta
him. The double peel was really hard.
throw
Just a
another
bad
one. There you
angle.
go.
That's good.
He's
Yeah,
calling for a
double peel
3 or a
was such a tough
4.
angle, he
You
might
know
not
what
be
the
able to do
number
it.
system? You know how that number system works on the curling ice there,
No,
buddy?
it has to
Like
rock
the
it, and you
zones?
need to hit like
Yeah.
a quarter.
No,
No,
I do, but I don't.
you do, but you don't want
I
to
don't-
talk about it.
No, I'll talk about
You
it.
need to hit very little of the top.
Yeah. So what are
We need to
we're
do
going to
like-
go for 4 here,
6.5 seconds and hit
3
it
or
just off nose.
4.
3 or 4.
Where is that?
It's like right above the 12 foot there.
Yeah.
Isn't it like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is the? Why are you quizzing me this? Like, are you trying to like belittle me? Is that what tall people do?
No, I'm talking. I'm just trying to
Really well.
educate.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
I have the teams that I curl on. We use 27 numbers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because
So-
you hog a lot of rocks or what?
No, it's just like we're very precise.
Ah,
You want that on 13 or 14? I'm like, yeah.
so you don't use half numbers. You prefer to use
Our
lots of
our
numbers.
own scale
Your
that's
own
not
scale.
usable. Yeah.
That'd be very confusing.
We also
if
time.
you're
We
the
also
opponent.
time in metric.
Ooh.
Hey,
I didn't know there was metric time.
Yeah. They do that in Europe.
hard.
Smart.
Hard on the roll.
And when you guys are
hard,
talking
hard.
strategy, do you speak like Swedish or anything like that? You know, like,
No.
so the other team can't.
Latin.
Can't.
Latin.
So like, join.
All right, Tucker's
Both
throwing
of my
another
teams,
guard.
they don't let me talk strategy. Actually. Oh, so let's see here. We got a question about
How many rocks fit in the 4-foot?
the Iriites name.
Ah.
Have you guys ever played in the Maine Maniac?
So actually, it was Michael, my teammates from the Fire and Ice, Mike O'Neill and Dave Smead, and well, Fancy was playing in the Maniac, but 2 of my teammates were playing in the Maniac, and they borrowed the name Iriites. And
Oh, they borrowed it because it was yours.
yeah, and then they lost the final in the Maniac.
Oh, see, if you would have gone, they would have never got there.
That's correct. They would have never been in the final.
They wouldn't have played at all on Sunday.
No,
Yeah,
Well,
it'd have been
make
like
double
brunch.
peel, I think it
they'd
goes
had
into the house.
brunch and lobster.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've driven through Blaine.
Okay.
I've driven through Blaine on my way to Maine, and I've had a lot of lobster. They have lobster in McDonald's there.
The Crooked Pine at the Chaska Curling Center now has a lobster roll. Or no, I'm sorry, a lobster melt is what it's called.
That's weird.
It's delicious.
A lobster
Hard.
melt.
Yeah.
Is it made with bourbon?
Hard. Whoa.
No.
Have you heard that they call that poor man's lobster?
Yes. And have you ever had it?
No.
I've had it here at the St. Paul Curling Club.
Really?
Yeah. We had some burbot years ago.
Where would you get enough
I
bourbon?
don't know if it's better.
What's his name that curled Sunday nights?
Dude,
Would fish
I
Lake
needed
of the
that to be
Woods,
half-inch higher.
ice fish Lake of the Woods, and he'd always bring some burbot back. And we would strip out the back.
He wouldn't fillet it up there?
Yeah, well, he'd strip out the back.
Yeah.
And we'd boil it here on
Oh.
Sunday night at the club, and throw some spice on it and melt a bunch of butter, and it was delicious.
Oh. So we should bring that tradition back. I saw a picture of someone caught a burbot on Rainy Lake, and I didn't know there were burbot there. That's eel pout, right?
Yeah,
It's the same.
there's burbot on Leech too. All right, this is a key shot right here, and we're looking to throw a guard and make sure they can't keep running back and making triples.
Oh, we'll
Pardon my
tap
takeout.
that over a little bit.
Whoa. Sit. That's okay. But I can't tell. What do you think? Who's sitting 1 here?
Red. That's what I think.
You think it's red? Why do you think it's red?
It just looks like it from this angle, but then when I look up there, it looks like red.
It's like yellow.
Really?
It's like yellow on the monitor.
What monitor are you looking
What does
at?
Matt think? Matt's got a keen eye.
Yep. Hard.
Matt says red. Oh.
And that's good for us, but not good for our calling.
Yeah, yellow's got that other one sitting there. I don't know. Do you come down? Yeah, I like this call right here.
Yeah.
I like when
was
someone
about the
throws their
angle you
broom
needed
down
first
that
one,
like
that you just did.
decisively.
Smacks
Let's
it.
put it right there. You're like, well, that I'm sure. It's just do it.
Well, if you're playing a leasty game and the other team tries to remove one of their own rocks but breezes it,
Yeah.
you get to take their rock and put it
On the button.
anywhere you want,
Oh.
like behind a guard, on the button, whatever.
So takeouts are scary if you miss.
That's right. Just like if you miss during a regular game, right?
Are we shot or are they shot?
So if I figure out a place that we can go catch some burbot, would you go with me and we could catch some burbot?
Leech Lake would be the place to go in the wintertime.
Yeah. Well, what season are we in?
Winter. Yeah.
Kind of working
February.
at one point.
Yeah.
Sometime.
I've never had it. If it actually tastes like lobster,
It's delicious.
is it hard to? Is it like a different structure of fish? Or is it hard to like
I mean,
fillet?
if you had a blindfold on, the texture, the taste, you'd say, "Oh, this is a nice piece of lobster tail."
Why doesn't everybody know about burbot?
Well, they think it's a rough fish. You know, it's like carp.
Yeah.
Carp's actually.
Oh, look at
silverfish.
this. Look at this.
Yeah, this looks really good. They want to be sit.
You want to tap it a little bit.
Yeah, tap would have been really good, but
Yeah.
that's even better.
Probably.
That's a fine shot right there by Tucker Smith.
Brandy, you're a fine girl, just like that
Can't
shot.
afford to be back here. That's
Well, do we want to
It
score?
doesn't work.
Peel.
It doesn't work at all.
Well, it's actually
We
written the
feel
way I
he knows
wrote it.
this,
It doesn't.
And we have
I just did that off of
four.
the
I
cuff.
don't really like that.
God.
If we do this, and we have this.
Sorry,
always, then
folks.
We can't hurt ourselves. I don't know it for a second. It's
What's
really
going
hard.
on in the chat there? Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, all right. Let's just make sure we're second shot.
Let's see here. Bruce Wolf.
really want to go
Bruce.
way back.
And Sue.
Worst
No,
case,
this
we
is just
start
Bruce.
here, And he goes on
Yeah.
top. We may have something to do right there.
An extension of Irie, a term meaning I respect, I eternal. Iriates generally achieve the ultimate state of Irina. Oh, I've heard that term, Irie. That's actually in reggae. They say Irie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is going to change my whole. Anyways, when they are
And if we
honking
can.
down on a big fat doobie filled with ganja, the herb of wisdom. The herb of wisdom is known as lamb's bread, or laying the big bamboo on their favorite
Line's
roster
good.
room.
Line's good.
Make sure
I always liked that song,
Take a look.
Big Bamboo.
Line's good.
It was catchy.
That's an album, actually, not a song.
Close. Line's good.
There's a song called The Big
Curl.
Bamboo.
Curl.
Yeah, it's from like the 50s. It's not Rasta, though.
Oh,
Hard curl.
this is going to wreck
Really
on
gotta
top
go.
of that
Hard,
guard.
hard.
Tick.
Shoot.
Oh, game on,
whoa.
folks. Game on. Here we go. This is game on. And if he can draw another one down onto that, well, he only wants one
I
apparently.
think the weight was great.
Why wouldn't he throw another one? Like, well, then he can make a
I mean, now
double,
we're
I
getting
guess.
points wrong.
Boy, if his yellow
Maybe that
in the
was-
back four was sitting second,
What are we?
and he could draw down into the top of that button,
I think we can make it worse. But I'll give that to him.
Took us
all
to the
day.
sixth end to get you guys to stop and think about one.
this is interesting. Let's
Yeah,
listen
that
in.
It can be like a 2-game.
They're aren't they yellow?
It was good.
I just turned them up. They're yellow.
I think we're one and you're two, I believe.
I go even a little further out. We can err on this side because even this makes the shot. Yeah. Or just a tough man.
He needs 2 here. I really like 2. This is a 6 end, and 1 is not good enough.
This is an easy drop. Not easy drop.
Okay.
There's no way he wins this game with a steal of 1 here. If he wins a steal of 2 here, he's got a shot.
We're laying 1, right?
I don't mind being tight, like a 3.
There is this, I will say,
Because
that Sabachnik can't drill a hole in the center of a house very well. So there's a definite possibility.
Does he do the drilling?
That if they have to measure these rocks, it could be, yes, that's right. It could be red. No, yellow. Yeah.
Do you do a better job of drilling a hole in the center?
I don't drill my holes. Clay does, or Dan Arleg.
And they do a better job?
Or Clay Orbit. They do a fine job.
But they do a better job.
I would know.
Than Zabotnik.
Oh, most likely, yes.
Why?
Because he's left-handed, for one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you ever trusted a left-hander?
Well, my sister was left-handed. She was all right.
I bet she picked on you.
No, not as much as the older ones did. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Nice shot. There is still a port in there that can be amazing to get through and get 1. But it's there. I mean, he just threw. I really think he needed 2 here, but.
Are you sure that Zabotnik actually drills the holes?
Yes, I am.
Why doesn't he pass that responsibility off and pass off the accountability like you do?
Pass.
You know, so if somebody complains about it, you can say, well, Clay did it.
Pass on the responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because Z has a hard time passing on responsibility and delegating pass because he's a control freak. Yeah.
All the great ones are.
That's true. And he's
Shakespeare.
He's a great one. Yeah. Who's the painter guy?
Rembrandt.
Ron Vermeer.
Who is the guy with the big hair?
Jan Vermeer.
Is that the Ron? Bob Ross. Yeah, I was thinking Bob Ross.
That's true, Bob Ross. The guy, he had a sweet afro.
All right, well, he's delivering high speed.
He's trying to, if he makes this, it's game over because this is going to be an angle raise double.
Oh.
And it looks really close, folks. And
he's got it!
He's got it.
He's got it!
Wow.
That was a fine shot.
1 point.
You got to congratulate that right there. That was a fine shot, and I think we're going to see handshakes here, folks. 6-1 after 6. But Tyler, he just heads right back down to the other end of the ice. He's not waiting for handshakes. He wants to curl some more. And the other guys are standing around looking at each other, thinking about it. But they got hammered, and Tucker Smith's a grinder. Yeah. I love it.
Okay, do you want to do a bet on whether or not they win?
Well, he's got hammered. And if he can pop them for 3 here, it's still game
I
over.
really like the grit of those North Dakota boys.
Those guys got grit.
Yeah, they got grit.
They're like the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, a lot of grit. Yeah, Detroit Lions, a lot of grit shirts on the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
I got a little grit thrown on me at that game.
That's good. What was it?
I don't know what it was. It was gross.
Hey, wait a minute. Did we win?
Yep.
We did?
I
Hey,
think so.
Peterson.
Right here.
We won.
Yeah, we owe him $4.
I don't owe him anything. So there's 3.
4.
No, I don't owe him.
That's not your money.
I know. It's our money, but I don't owe him anything.
Of course.
kind of owes me, actually.
Yeah. So when we left the game, it was really fun being there, even though we lost.
Yeah.
We had Ubered there.
You guys can get one card this time.
And we, so we decided to start walking back to our Airbnb. And I had
How far was it? Like a mile, right? Mile and a half, maybe?
8 minutes driving.
Oh, that's a long walk.
The rental car I got
Yeah.
was a Mercedes.
Yeah.
It was like this blaster car. Like it was the cheap. Like it was like getting an
Blaster.
upgrade was cheaper than getting like the regular car I normally would get. And it-
Master Blaster?
a blaster. It just was a nice car.
Master Blaster.
Yeah. Well, that was used to be a video game. Yellow 1. It's a good one.
That is a good one.
Oh, or is it? Oh, nice. That's a Mad Max reference.
Anyway.
So we were walking back, and I had set my walking directions, but it was, you know how in the maps you can select walking or driving? Well, I had accidentally I thought I selected walking, but I selected driving.
8 minutes.
And said 8 minutes. And I was like, dude, we can just walk there. It's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So we started walking, and we walked for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I looked back at my phone, and it was still 8 minutes. And I'm like, I don't understand this. But we were cold, and there was a bar there. So we went
Along the way.
Yeah, along the way. So then we went into the bar.
Yeah.
And we walked in the bar, and I had a Justin Jefferson jersey on,
Yeah.
purple. And
You didn't have a coat on?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
My buddy didn't have a coat on, and he had an Addison jersey and some other
Well,
stuff.
That's Big Ben.
And we walk in. The whole bar starts doing the skull chant
Really?
for 2 minutes. Like we walk in to
No
grab a
way.
beer, and they're like, skull, skull.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it was just like,
That's fantastic.
yeah, it was like, yeah, I hear you.
Because they were mocking you.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
totally mocking me.
I love that.
And then afterwards, though.
God, I love my Detroit people so
Then
much.
afterwards, though, we were sitting there, and people came up to us, and they were like, "Oh, we're so glad that you made the trip, and happy travels home." And they were like super Midwestern.
Thanks for
But
spending
for
your
2
money
minutes, and then
here.
after they did that, the waitress came over, and I said, "You see that table over there? They started that skull chant.
Yeah.
Can you kick them out?"
Yeah.
She said, "No,
Yeah.
can't."
And they were all pretty happy, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Well, they will be disappointed next week when they play the Packers and lose.
Who? So the the Bills won, going away. That was the noon game.
The Bills were a wild card team?
The Bills, yeah.
Oh. I haven't really been paying attention. Yeah.
The Bills won going away, and now.
Hello? KP?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, we put KP in?
Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
No.
No, they can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, they can't.
I can hear you.
Hi.
And then so the 3:30 game is the Paca, and then at 7 is another NFC game, right?
Is that the Redskins? Or Washington football team?
Commanders.
Commanders. I like that team. I like their quarterback, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
He reminds me of myself, actually, when I was younger.
Are the Eagles? Are the Paca playing the Eagle?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Commanda is playing who? The
Tampa Bay.
the Buck.
The Bucks.
Buck.
The Bucks.
Buck.
The Bucks.
Buck.
Buck you, man. It's the Bucks.
Peyton.
So you're like Jaden Daniels because
He reminds me of myself. I was like, when I was a young quarterback, I was very mobile, but I could still make clutch throws.
oh my, no chance.
At 5'6", you were a quarterback.
Doug Flutie.
You were 5'6" when you were in like 5th grade, though, weren't you?
No. I was pretty sure. Actually, I played basketball 1 year, and then the team suggested I didn't play.
They suggest.
I was actually tested for the what's that disease? Who's that little
TV?
guy? Who's that little dude from Different Strokes who says, "What you
Willis.
talking about, Willis?"
Gary Coleman.
Yeah, but what's his character's name? Well, anyways, I got tested for that Gary Coleman because he had some sort of like kidney disease.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It actually was very traumatic.
For you or
Yeah.
your parents?
No, it was for me because when I was because they have to inject a dye into your blood for the scans or whatever.
Yeah.
And the guy, this was in Grand Forks actually.
Yeah.
At the medical center there, he came out with this needle, this giant syringe full of the dye, and it had a needle on it that was like, I don't know, it was like it was like huge, and he was like, "Are you ready?" And he showed me the needle, and I just.
How old were you?
I don't know, like 2nd grade or something.
Oh my God!
And then he replaced it with this little butterfly needle.
Oh, he was just having fun.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Did you cough before or after that?
I have never coughed in my life. KP.
Uh-oh, we got a little slop going on seat 7. Oh, well, this has been fun, folks.
As he yawns.
6-1. We're playing the 7th end. Yellow's got hammer, and they are talking about a lot here, and maybe they're going to just shake right now.
Are they really?
If I ever make them feel, they shouldn't get more than 2. Right? If I make a double field,
We're listening in. This is listening in time.
You're listening into red, though.
They should. I know. They're saying they shouldn't get more than 2.
If they make a double peel, but they're not shooting.
Right.
We're on yellow over here. See, I have them color coded.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, you could talk about defense or you can talk about offense.
Have you seen over here on sheet 6 the matching mittens and shoes?
Ooh, nice.
Fantastic. I think her glasses are even pink frame.
Really?
You gotta go hard.
Wow.
She should grow with Clay Orvick.
Yeah.
We talked about that in the earlier session.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't talk about her.
No. Clay Orbick and his pink.
Yeah. You know why he curls in pink?
Why?
Because he doesn't know how to do laundry.
He washes everything in hot.
Yeah. And then he puts them all together.
Oh, yeah. And
No, apparently he won
bleeds in.
some. He won some second place in some highfalutin nationals thing, mixed doubles nationals, and they were wearing pink, and he was like, "Well, I did decent," and people said I looked really good. So, apparently he won. He won $40, and he said his holes have been drilled perfectly recently.
Oh, he's chiming. He's watching.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Clay, you have better things to be doing right now.
Ooh, the boss man. Slaps him down.
What time is it? Anyway,
It feels like it's about 9 at night, 10 maybe.
Looks like about 3, 4.
Hey, are you going to treat again at W.A. Frost after?
nope, I'm not. You are.
I'm open.
I got reimbursed. I can't read that, sweetheart. I can't do it. What does it say? I did? No way.
Oh,
No way.
he says
No way.
He says he didn't win 40.
He
pebbled a 40.
He pebbled a 40.00. No way.
What does
I'm
that mean?
not buying it.
Is that like that's how long it took him?
So 40 seconds from back line to back line in pebbling is the
It's the bee's
fundamentally
knees?
it's the fundamentally way you should pebble, right? For a double pebble. Shave the ice, get it all cleaned up. Nice. Light pebble.
Seems,
Down at
seems
40
arbitrary to me.
seconds, back.
Is it 40 because it's a round number?
Because it's been proved. So
No, it hasn't. Bullshit.
anyway, so we strive for 40 seconds in Chaska, and we have pretty good ice there. And so what we do for fun for the ice makers is we have stopwatches, so you time yourself while you're pebbling. If you hit 40.00, all hell breaks
You get
loose.
extra money?
Yeah, you get extra money. You get a big pension. Comes from the city. Yep. Overtime pay. And We take a picture of you and put it up on the wall until the next guy gets it, or gal.
Who's the last person that got it?
Well, just the other day, Dan Arley got it, but it took a month from Dan Fulmuth, who got it. So
I don't see. There's a lot of like
600 pebbles.
So you're like you have the pebbling thing on your back. You've got the wand and a stopwatch, and you're like, all right, I'm starting. Click. 40 seconds, and then do you look at the clock when you click it, or do you just like how do you like? Feels like there's some. Like, oh, I'm really close. I'm like 39.5.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to watch here.
No, you can't do that. No, that's not how it works. But
we're happy for you.
As a non-ice maker,
Clayton Orvik.
It's muscle memory.
If I need to see the picture.
He said he can send you a picture.
Okay, there should be proof.
He actually sent you a picture.
All right. Well, congratulations, Clay.
Adam sent him a picture. Adam Pohl.
Adam Poley.
Yeah, is that Poley?
P-hole.
Yeah. You know, I knew him before I even curled.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Hanging out in the bars at like the Herkimer or whatever.
Yep. I knew him from the Herkimer, and then he worked at the what's the bowling alley over there?
Yeah, that bowling alley.
Yeah.
Clarity's?
No, it's what's the one? It was
Uptown?
No, there was that bowling alley.
Lake Street.
Yeah, it was on Lake Street. It was in that movie. Yeah, Brian Lake Bowl. Yeah. Yeah. So then when I went to your 40th birthday the other day, he was there, and I was like, wait a minute, I know that guy.
This side's going to be faster, but this
And
side
I don't know how he could possibly know me, because I didn't go to bars very often.
that Ryan just threw.
Was it in Purple Rain? Brian Lake Bowl?
No, it might have been. I don't know, but it was in that movie that was filmed in Stillwater that had Natalie Portman in it.
Yep.
It's a great movie. Beautiful girls. Beautiful girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She is one.
That's where that
so.
dude from New Jersey, I think he's natively from New Jersey, proposes with a champagne diamond.
Are we talking about John Bon Jovi?
No, it's he has a podcast. He did the documentary about Tribe Called Quest. He was whatever. He has a brown diamond and he proposes for it. And then Matt Dillon says, "Dude, diamonds are supposed to be clear."
Yeah.
I said, "You don't propose with a brown diamond." Like he was like, "It's the champagne of diamonds."
Yeah. Jeez, the Miller High Life of diamonds.
Ooh. All right, we're sitting 2 yellow rocks here, and we need a roll out.
Roll out.
Roll out. Roll out.
I still feel like Red really has this game in there.
Yeah, I've been kind of disappointed in the last few finals of the Big Spiel. The best one was Kanakis and the boys winning it. That's by far the best Big Spiel final we've ever had.
Galifianakis.
This one's been a little bit, hey, gotta hand it, pardon my takeout, 2.0. These guys played great. We had a little unfortunate heavy draw in the fourth end, which would have made it a 2-point game. Instead, it was a 5-point game.
Yeah. It's interesting how just
And,
one little thing like that could
yeah.
change the whole game.
And that was it right there. I mean, it was pretty much over there. You had a wide open house and it just came a little heavy. And
You think they'd be
it's
coming
unfortunate, but that's how curling is. It's a silly game.
right now, Scott? Wouldn't they be wanting to come down under that corner guard, that corner red guard?
Okay.
This looks like it's going to be wide open regardless of where it is.
I'm not sure. This isn't hammer, right? Or is it?
Oh, it must be hammer. No, it looks like they still got another one.
It's good.
Well, they must, because if this was hammer, he would be hitting that red rock on the right side and trying to roll in for 2.
That's what I'm saying. This shot, I thought, would have been better placed underneath that red.
Yeah, you're probably right. He must have 2 more.
I don't know. Yeah, 2 more? Okay. That was last shot? Oh, okay. That might be hammer.
Well, I tell you, players only love you when they're playing, and this team is fully locked in.
Oh, that was a draw for 2.
I missed that on his.
I'm confused again. I'm sorry, Keith, because he just made the simple draw for 2 there.
So are they handshaking? No, they're not. Yeah, 2 for yellow. That's great.
We're pretty confident in the steal of 4.
Kurt's pretty happy about a steal of 4 here. I think they're doing
All right, we're down to the thrilling 8th end.
I think they're doing it for our sake.
You think so? That's nice of them. We could tell them they don't have to.
Yeah, that's right. What time is it?
You know what? I enjoyed the meal that we had with Kanakis' rink next door at the Italian place. Better than W.A. Frost.
La Grolla is a fantastic restaurant.
Yeah.
W.A. Frost is a fantastic restaurant. Fitzgerald is a pretty damn good restaurant.
Have you been to the Revival Chicken?
Revival is a solid restaurant. There are great many restaurants within a 2 or 3 mile radius of
What's going on here?
the club. We're a little light, and that doesn't help the cause to steal 4.
Is that what we have?
Yeah.
Or is that what they need?
That's what they need. Well, they need to steal 3 to tie. But eventually they're going to need to steal 4 one way or another. Mike Richards finally made a shot. Threw it through the house.
But bump. Nice.
Oh, that wasn't very nice of me. I'm just totally kidding about that. Mike has played a fine game, the young man. Mike is a air traffic
controller?
No. He investigates airplane crashes.
You know what I thought was interesting?
That's his job.
There was
airplane crash.
Yeah, there was that plane crash in.
And then he goes and investigates how it happened.
In Russia or one of those. It was not Russia, but it was in that area, and that it was like Uzbekistan recently, and they submit their logs to the American National Transportation Board, and the Americans do the investigation.
Really?
Which I was like, that's
so they
interesting.
got to go all the way over there?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Better answer that. Yeah, so...
You have people for that, eh?
Yeah. So, you need a little splash?
Scott said that if we don't finish this, that we can never do this again.
Scott who?
Clausen.
Yep.
Yeah, well...
I might just put that in my locker.
Yeah, you should put it in your locker.
No, I shouldn't. I always buy it here.
Like in that 395 to 40 range. It slowed down quite a bit.
That's a very nice guard. You couldn't ask for a better guard than that.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you should go read that to us.
That is perfect. That is a perfect center guard. And here comes Kurt Bradbury, who talked about the ice kind of coming down a little bit. Slowed down just a little bit here and there, but...
what do you feel about them playing the last 2 ends?
Well, I know I wouldn't have.
It's the championships, though, right?
Yeah.
You got, like you've come back from that for sure.
They're grinders. I know I wouldn't have done it, but.
But would you be in the championship?
I've won a few Bonspiels.
Yeah. I've won the second and third event. I've never won the whole.
Never won a Bonspiel?
I don't really Bonspiel that much. I'm not allowed.
On whose accord?
My own. Ooh, that's good. It's good without rocks.
Yeah, it's a little thicker.
Yeah.
A little more bite.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that too.
Even just a touch less than the last one.
Was pretty happy when we won the Fire and Ice last year.
Yeah,
last summer.
because that's your like home.
Yeah, it's
You
our-
had some inside scoop, though, for sure.
That's our big bonspiel, and but what I was really happy about is that I'm an old man, and I was kind of thinking, like, that could be it. Like, it could be the last one you ever win.
Well, there's the new trend, the 60 plus.
Yeah. Which 60 is the new.
Is the new 20. Yeah.
No. 60 is the new 54.
Yeah. I turned 53 on Saturday.
You did or you do?
No, I do. I'm going to be in Mexico.
Oh, my wife's going to be in Mexico, too. Where are you going to be?
Isla Mujeres. I hope she gets through her pneumonia.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Where's she going to be?
My lovely wife, Joanne, will be in Ixtapa, just north of Zihuatanejo, on the Pacific coast, with some wonderful friends.
Why aren't you going? You have to work?
Because she's Girls Gone Wild week.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, I have to work. And then I'll head to Duluth the day she comes home to help install the ice for the national championships.
Oh. Are you going to see Jed up there?
See Jed. Yep.
He's not talking to me anymore.
And help Sean and Lauren, Frank. I think Frank's coming.
Do you want me to come up there and help
Greg
with the ice?
Eisenhower from Boston. No.
Okay.
No, that's fine. You could come up and cook meals if you want.
Apparently, if I got my the gold membership or something for USA Curling, that one of the perks is that you get a call and in.
Oh, really?
Something like that. I was like, really?
Yeah. You'd have to be too serious. You wouldn't like to do that. That wouldn't be any fun.
Well.
Oh, Tyler, if you're doing it with Tyler, like Tyler likes to have a good time. Like he'll loosen it up a little bit. He doesn't want to.
One time when he
talk about curling the entire time.
Before he won a gold medal, I went up and I think it was before that. Ruby and we had an exchange student from Guatemala, and we went up and did the Bushy Bonspiel.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to go find Tyler's liquor store.
Yeah.
So I went there, and he was working.
Nice.
And I don't really know him very well, but he gave me a handful of fireball, little plastic fireball shots, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I put it in my pocket. You know, we're at a junior bonspiel, and it was like they've got that big light thing there. Like they've got that big light thing next to the curling club in Duluth.
Like it's a light or a light.
It's like a light experience in Duluth next to the curling club. It's like on the water.
Now wait a minute, is it a light experience? As
it's like a Christmas light thing. You walk through it.
A Christmas light. I was thinking you were talking about light, as in like gravity light.
But anyways, it was cold, and we were walking around, and I was like, I reached into my pocket, and I've got all this fireball.
Perfect.
It was like.
Top 4.
I was like,
top 8. Top
thank
8.
you.
Okay, that's fine.
Thanks for the gift. You're a quality human.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Well, they're getting their second rock in.
Yeah,
Hard.
It's not going to make it to the house, but
No, they'll get it there.
that's just fine.
Well, they could have got it there.
We're into thirds rocks here, or this is pretty much over, isn't it? How many rocks are left?
2 shots, I guess. Maybe 3. They have 3 shots left, maybe.
I can't tell. There's a lot of rocks left.
Why
on
haven't you been
sheet-
paying attention? That's your job.
There's a lot of rocks on sheet 4 that are blending into sheet 5. Nick threw a blazing hit just over the top, a little too thin.
But they have to get all 3 of these in the house, right?
That'd be correct, sir.
Yeah.
And score.
No, there's only 2.
No,
Is there
there's-
another rock behind that one?
No, there's 3.
All right.
Yellow has 3 rocks left, so if...
What kind of odds would you give me to bet that yellow ties this game?
I'd give you 500 to 1.
I bet it's higher than that, right?
I don't know. That's what I'm giving you.
All right. I'll bet. So I have to bet $500.
I didn't realize they were.
No, I bet 1, and if they win,
If they get 3, I have to pay
What's
you
our card?
500. 2.
red. All right.
Are you going to take that bet? 500
I was
to
just saying that they're going to tie it up, not win, just tie it up.
Oh, I know. I'm giving
You
you
want to alter, but you might
500
want to
to
alter
1.
your.
No, I'm giving you 500 to 1.
As long as I take it out of this one. Our joint winnings.
Kind of difficult.
Oh, not good. Well, that's game over right there, right?
Whoa, what was that? Keith Peterson.
I should have mute. I'm going to mute him.
That is, it wrecked on the corner guard, and handshakes are coming out, folks, and it's the end of the Big Spiel 2025.
Wow. Yeah, I just heard a suck it. That's really curling etiquette right there.
That would be Keith Peterson.
Oh, it had nothing to do with the curling. It all had to do with
Ends and
Yeah.
money being made.
Isn't there a rule in ends that if they shake, that invalidates that round and everybody gets a refund? I thought that's how that worked.
Okay.
Yeah, so we all get $1 back.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
that's another big spiel in the books.
In the book, 2025.
10-year anniversary. Scott, thank you. So, Scott Belvich, Chris Liснey, we're going to sign off here. We're going to clean up, and we're going to go have some mighty fine meal.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for following along. We appreciate it. And cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out.